Well, good evening, guys. Welcome to the line. Tonight, you guys are going to hear from a teammate of mine, Dr. Myava Clark, and we are going to walk you guys through physical and financial wellness. We are in massive momentum with an incredible company and an incredible opportunity. I'm looking down at the numbers, and we have 60 people on the line tonight, which is just a telltale sign of the opportunity and the direction we're headed. I actually just shared with my team today, we've brought in nearly 60 new people into our organization in less than 30 days. Because what we hope to showcase to you tonight, Dr. Myava and myself, is the forecast and share with you this incredible opportunity to not only become well physically, but become well financially. And so without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and kick it off to one of our stellar leaders on our team and business partners, Dr. Myava Clark, and she's going to share with you why someone with her background, her credentials as a professor now, and also background as a healthcare provider, has leaned into this product line, what it's done for her, and why she's leaning in for this particular business as her plan B. And we'll go from there. So Dr. Myava, I'd love to just turn it over to you so you can shed light with this audience of 65 right now.
Well, thank you, Dr. Melissa. I appreciate it. I want to say hello and welcome to everyone. I thank you for joining us on this call today. And I will start off by sharing my story before I even go into the products. So I'm going to tell you, this is about freedom. If you have children, you're running around, you need energy, we have something for you. If you have interrupted sleep and you're having trouble sleeping at night, we have something for you. If you're very stressed out and you need a de-stressor, again, we have something for you. If you're aging, we have solutions for healthy aging, how to lose weight without food restrictions. Most diets tell you to take away. We're actually putting nutrition into your body. If you are seeking performance, want better results in the gym, yes, we have a solution for that as well. And for whole body cellular cleansing. And as Dr. Melissa stated, you also have a financial opportunity. So before we get into all of that, I want to talk about me. Before Isagenix, I didn't have any weight issues. I didn't have any trouble growing up with battling weight, although I thought I did. What teenage girl doesn't think she has a weight problem? But my story began, and my weight journey began in 1999 when I was pregnant with my daughter. I gained 50 plus pounds with that pregnancy. And I say plus pounds because I was really sick with her. I was on bed rest a month before she was born. And I don't even know what the final scale registered before she was born. I'm the only woman I know personally who was on bed rest a month after the baby was born. I was sick for 6 months and I couldn't exercise for a whole year. When Kyra was born, I had to have an emergency C-section because my blood pressure was 250 over 130 and I was at risk for a stroke. That being said, if you look at this picture right here in the bathing suit, I had already lost about 25 pounds and I guess I was around a size 18 then. And you can see Kyra in my arms, and these are pictures here where the weight didn't just fall off. With my son, the first 6 months, I was back to my size. I had lost all the baby weight and I was back, but it didn't happen with Kyra. So about here, I think I was still up about 17 pounds and I was at a standstill. In 2009, I was in my doctor's office and I read a sign that read, lose 9 pounds, 9 days, ask me how. When I saw that sign, she came in the room. I said, if you lose weight that fast, won't you gain it right back? And when she said not necessarily, she had my attention because, again, I had been trying for years now. And this was 10 years since I had my daughter and I wasn't back. So, what I wound up doing is I enrolled in a program the next day after discussing it with my husband, and the rest is history. If you see here, this is at my heaviest in 99. I did lose about 50 pounds with diet and exercise, but I started building muscle over top of fat. I'm only 5'4", so to me, I look like a pit bull because I'm short and I was getting muscular, and I didn't like that look. And in 2009, once I started the system, you can see I leaned up. What's beautiful about Isagenix is you can lose weight if you diet, like I did before, diet and exercise, but most people that lose weight have difficulty maintaining weight. This was 10 years later, and you can see I'm relatively the same size. And now it's another year because this was last year, and I've been on the system for 11 years now. Oh, I want to back up and tell you one more thing about this nutrition. In 2018, I wasn't feeling well, and I ended up in an emergency room, and I was admitted to the hospital. After a couple days, the doctor came in and said, "I have good news and bad news for you. Which one do you want?" I said, "The bad news." He said, "The bad news is that you have E. coli." I said, "What's the good news?" He said, "The good news is it traveled to your kidney, went around the lining of your kidney, and it never penetrated inside your kidney. So you don't have to expect to be in kidney failure or in dialysis." And I'm thinking I wasn't to begin with. And what he said next was so profound for me. He said, if you weren't in good physical health and if you didn't have the proper nutrition, this would have been devastating for you. And I have a friend that had a cousin that died 2 weeks prior to me being admitted in the hospital with the same thing, and she was a year younger than me. So first I'll say it was by God's grace that I wasn't worse than I was, and then second I'll say it was my good nutrition. This is my mother, who on these pictures was 73 years old. My mother had been diagnosed with diabetes, and she was on metformin for 4 years prior to starting the system. After the system, my mother was able to lose 22 pounds. Her blood sugar stabilized, and her doctor took her off her meds. Isagenix doesn't claim to cure or treat any diseases at all. What happened is, with the proper nutrition, her body was able to correct itself and function the way that God intended for it to function. My mother will be 79 in July, and she still remains off of those meds. So what does this mean? Let's talk about toxins. In our food, we have toxins that prior to the 21st century, they modified some plants for and thinking that it was good and everything. And now our foods are injected with, they're genetically modified because they want to preserve the shelf life. They want to make more money, so they inject our food with these toxins. We also have toxins in our shampoo, our eyeshadow, lipstick, all of these personal care products. They are being absorbed into our skin and into our bodies. In 2004, there was a study conducted by the Red Cross, and they were testing for 413 chemicals in the blood. And what they found was 287 toxic chemicals was found in the bloodstream. And of these, several of these chemicals had already been banned in the United States for 30 years at that time. They found 217 toxic chemicals that were toxic to the brain and the nervous system, 208 chemicals that could cause birth defects, and 180 chemicals that could cause cancer. What was surprising to me was to find this out. The blood that they had studied was that of newborn babies and umbilical cord. So what does this mean? This means that toxins are absorbed in our bodies, and it is actually transmitted from the mother to the baby through the placenta and the umbilical cord. This baby hasn't even had a chance to live life and was already filled with toxins. So in 1996, there was a law passed, the public law, I think it's 104-170. And this law states that pesticides can remain in our food as long as it doesn't create reasonable harm. What does reasonable harm mean? It's subjective, right? So in this law, it also stated that it would be reviewed every 10 years to see what the pesticides look like. And that being said, that means it's still approved to have pesticides even going to our children. And some other things that the pesticides were found in are food, water, residential and non-occupational sources. So they're allowing this to be. So now I'm going to go into more about Isagenix. The Isagenix mission is to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process create the most trusted and respected health and wellness company in the world. And as I stated before, Isagenix products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases. So if you look here, this is a normal cell, and you see how smooth it is. Everything looks nice and tidy. And this is a cell in the middle. This is a cell attacked by free radicals. Free radicals can cause damage to parts of cells, such as protein, the DNA, and the cell membrane. And if you look over here, these are cells with oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is a state that occurs when there is excess of free radicals in the body's cells. And oxidative cells can cause damage to the cells, which can contribute to aging. So this top portion is what a traditional or fad diet looks like. So in this first illustration, you have this big body with toxins. And what happens with the body when toxins enter the body, as the body is trying to protect itself from the toxins, excess fat and water will surround the toxins and encapsulate it, and it will deposit into the body. And when you go on a diet, if you restrict your body of calories, you will lose weight because you are restricting it. But what happens is when you lose the weight, you have a smaller body with those same number of impurities, which will make the body feel like it's a higher percentage of toxins in it. And then it will cause because of the smaller body mass, it will increase the percentage of impurities, and then the body will sense that level of toxins and impurities, and then it will go into emergency fat production and cause that cycle all over again, where the toxins will be surrounded by excess fat and water, and this is known as the rebound effect. Now, and the reason why that happens is you never got rid of the root cause of the problems. Now, when you look at nutritional cleansing, you have that same big body with the same toxins surrounded by fat and water. But how you lose weight and what helps lose weight here is you're actually taking care of the root cause, which are the toxins. When the cellular cleanse goes in and it pulls out the toxins, as a side effect, the excess fat and water goes with it, and it flushes it out. And this is kind of what has happened with me, and you saw the pictures for the 10 years. Well, I had the big body, and I used whole body cellular cleansing, and when I was in the gym, I couldn't get pockets of fat. I had what I call back fat. I had a roll of fat on my back, and no matter how much I worked out, I could not lose that fat. And when I did the whole body cellular cleansing and it took the toxins out, the areas in the back that was surrounded by fat, when those toxins left, it took the fat and water with it. And then as a result, I was able to maintain better overall health with a balanced weight, and I created more lean muscle. And so that's the beauty of the cleanse. And you do the intermittent fasting, it helps to keep it down. And our bodies are naturally in an acidic state, and with these products, it helps to put it in an alkaline state. Diseases such as cancer usually thrive in an acidic state, so that's why when your body is in an alkaline state, it can help you support against disease. So this is one of my favorite products. Again, this is the Cleanse for Life. This is this whole body cellular cleansing. It is not a organ cleanse where it targets the colon or the kidney, or it cleanses on a cellular level from head to toe. It flushes out the toxins in your body. And I just want to say that it has powerful antioxidants that helps get rid of the free radicals. Our second core product is our Isagenix shake. This is a complete superfood meal replacement packed with incredible flavor and nutrients for your body, and it helps support healthy weight loss and create lean muscle. And we also have other forms of the shake that will provide even more than this 24 grams of protein. This next pillar is our Ionic Supreme. I absolutely love this product. I take it faithfully every day. This is a de-stressor, and for me, I use it because it helps me get mental clarity. I like to take it in the morning. Some people like to take it at night. Well, it helps you focus your mind through the adaptogens. And then if you have a workout and you take it after a workout, the natural botanicals in it can help improve physical stress. These are our complete essentials. These are our daily vitamins. They are packed with, they come in individual packs that are convenient for you, and they provide you with vitamins, minerals, omega-3s, and also antioxidants. And those, they are a complete system. And we also have the Isagenix. This is to support healthy aging. And I don't know if you know of telomeres, but telomeres are little plastic caps that are on the end of your DNA, sort of like a shoelace, the plastic on a shoelace. And as you age, the plastic unravels. Well, the Isagenix help to lengthen the telomeres, which is like the reverse of aging. And our formulator for this works strictly with Isagenix. He actually won a Nobel Prize for this product. And also we have a sports line that is clean, and we have professional athletes that use this product line, and they don't have to fear getting tested for banned substances. And I won't go into everything right now, but it is really, really clean and good. And honestly, my goal is to perform in a figure model contest, and I will be incorporating these products into my routine to help get me where I need to go. So that is really what we have to offer for weight loss, performance, well-being, vitality and well-being. We also have a line for skincare that's all natural. And just now I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Melissa for the financial wellness portion of it. I thank you all for your time. Dr. Melissa, you're on mute. You're still on mute.
Unmute myself. There we go. Okay, sorry. Good. I couldn't come on mute. So, oh my gosh, Dr. Myava, that was incredible. Thank you so much for that in-depth scientific overview. For any of you who really appreciate the nuts and bolts of what separates this company from others, I hope that you have a clear perspective on what delineates us from other Me Too shake companies, nutrition companies, supplement companies. Hopefully that is very evident, and your transformation is incredible. If you guys will bear with me for just a second, I'm going to share my screen and pull up my slide presentation here. Okay. So over the next 15 or 20 minutes with you guys, I would like to embark on diving a little bit into the business model. But before I do that, you know, we wouldn't have the business without the story, right? So like Dr. Myava, I have my own story. So real quickly, I'll just share with you that I was in kind of a similar fashion with Dr. Myava. I was a tired mom after having 2 little kids in diapers, working a full-time corporate career as a medical science liaison director, just a fancy name for a corporate job where I was on an airplane all the time, never home, and other people were raising my kids. So I think that a lot of Americans struggle with this, where we give so much to our careers that we give literally our leftovers to our own health and to the ones that we love. And so it's an interesting chicken or the egg when it comes to health and lifestyle and career and that vicious cycle. And so for me, I was exhausted and I was trading a lot of time for a lot of money. And I resorted to a friend for these products to really get my health in check. Having my PharmD, I did my research like Dr. Myava. And these products, in a matter of just a couple of days, really lit me up over the period of a month. Took me from a 3 to a 10 from a physical standpoint. And you can see the woman in the green to the left of the pink dress is me 6 months later. You guys, we could go on for days with stories like this, but that's not what the second half of this presentation is about. Just believe me when I tell you that it's been 5 years. I've had another pregnancy, and over to the right is the new corporate dropout lifestyle I have. That is me and my 3rd child. As I went upon my product journey, I chose to lean in and I chose to learn the business model because I could not believe the results I was getting from the products. And I will be the first to admit that in the beginning, I had my nose up so high to network marketing and what I perceived as a pyramid scheme that I wasn't even open to the business model. But here's the beauty about a product that works. Whether you believe in network marketing and word of mouth sales or not, if you put a product in your body or you have an experience that it's extremely positive, you are going to share, right? And that's what happened with me. In a period of days or weeks, I began to share with everyone I knew because I loved the products. I honestly did not believe in that time frame that those products were going to be a vehicle that was going to set me free financially for life. I had no idea that within 3 years, I would fire my boss to come home and be an online entrepreneur and social selling. You couldn't have told me that. So if you're slightly skeptical, but optimistically curious, just continue on and listening to what I have to say about the opportunity. So people are doing things differently. We are working differently. It has never been more evident than it is right now in the midst of COVID. The future is changing. The largest transportation company does not own a vehicle anymore. It's Uber, right? And right now they're not even transporting people. They're transporting food. The largest hotel company doesn't own a hotel. It's Airbnb. The fastest growing trend is not to shop in your car. Raise your hand if you have picked an Amazon box off your front doorstep. We are all shopping online today. So let me just cast a vision to you. What if you could launch your own health and wellness franchise from home with nothing but a tablet or a phone? Guys, I'm here to tell you, I was able to launch an online health and wellness franchise in the pockets of my super busy life. Everybody's busy. I had 2 kids in diapers. I was on airplanes, trains, and automobiles with a big job, working in the pockets of my time in airports and hotels when my kids went to bed, okay? Anyone can build this business. So, and this kind of brings me to my next point, and that is that our economy has evolved. I think that where we are today and with COVID has really underscored how much can be accomplished virtually. Here we are, 70 plus people from all over the world right now listening in to an opportunity. Many of you are coaching virtually, you're working virtually. Some of you already have side gigs, you're blogging, you're consulting, right? But here's the thing. Even though they're side hustles, and even though they're capitalizing on the technology we have today to do things virtually, the problem is they're all still trading time for money. And this is where I want you to come into the rest of this presentation with an open mind of how you can create income streams. I want you to think about this industry that I have fallen in love with, which I lovingly now call network marketing. I want to take a step back and I want to really highlight my personal perspective on what's going on in this country with our health, the root cause, and how Dr. Myava and I passionately believe that we have the solution to the health issues and the career issues all in one, the financial issues, right? So the number one reason that people are, overstressed, overweight, and overworked has to do a lot with finances. It's the number one cause of stress in most people's lives, right? There's never enough paycheck in the month, right? And so we drive ourselves into the ground either to make the money or to perform and overperform in a career where we're giving so much of ourselves for that money, right? The means to an end. And what we're seeing is a decline in overall health in the United States. We are the most overfed, undernourished country in the world. We are one of the richest countries in the world and the sickest and the fattest and the most unhealthy because we live such a fast-paced lifestyle that doesn't afford us time to slow down and consider what we're putting in our bodies. What I love about this industry, in particular, network marketing in our company, is that what I'm going to showcase to you over the next couple of slides is how we are able to actually take a two-pronged approach to addressing your health and wellness and create a residual income that can ultimately become a plan B, a retirement plan, if you will, to ease back on the financial stress, take the foot off the gas of the pressures that are driving the health problems in this country in the first place. And that is why I love this business model, and particularly in health and wellness and Isagenix. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this slide, but just underscore the importance and the value of having a network marketing company and partnering with a network marketing company is the flexibility, right? The ease of entry into the business model and the tax benefits and the compensation models are outstanding, as well as leadership and income opportunity. So why particularly Isagenix? Well, beyond the fact that our nutrition you're investing in your health, you're going to eat anyway. You're going to eat. So in my perspective, there's no overhead at all. And the overhead that you invest in, you eat and you get to write off. But some more statistics on why specifically Isagenix. We've been in business about 18 years, over 600,000 global customers. We're going viral in countries right now. We're going global. We're in 18 countries already, a 50 that we're earmarked to penetrate into, an A+ in the Better Business Bureau rating, and we're tracking towards $1 billion a year in sales. Guys, our company was up 100% last month in sales. This team alone has seen a 30% growth week over week over week over the past month. That's a telltale sign of, one, the momentum that the company and this business has, but two, where the economy is and the level of interest people have in creating a plan B and getting themselves healthy. The timing has never been better. So what I want to really walk through with you over the next couple of minutes is the difference in ways that we can make income, and why network marketing, and particularly our business model with Isagenix, is really sets you up to create an asset that's going to pay you out for life, not the linear pay that we're traditionally used to, where we show up and we get paid. So I'm going to walk you through some concepts of cash flow. And then what I'd like to do is share with you how Isagenix falls into both cash flow quadrants, how you can make the money, and cast a vision for you on how you can create literally a retirement plan for yourself. If you are interested in walking away from your career, you can do it. If you're interested in creating just a passive income to really ease off on the pressures monthly on the income that's coming into your house, you can do that. We've got them all walks of life within our organization. I have people who make $5,000 to $50,000 a year. We have people in our organization who are making millions a year. So it's totally up to your effort. So some of you have heard of Robert Kiyosaki. Would love to hear in the chat box. If you follow him, if you've read any of his books, if you're an entrepreneur or you're interested in entrepreneurship, you've probably heard of him. But I want to share with you some theories, and they're not theories, they're facts. Some facts about cash flow in our country. You see, there's one way to make money in our country that's linear, where we show up, we get paid, whether you're a hairstylist, a fitness instructor, or a plastic surgeon. It doesn't matter the dollar value to your income. You are the most important variable to that income stream. If you do not show up, you do not get paid. This is linear pay, right? And that really relates to the employed and the self-employed. Even if you're self-employed, you're still looking for the next sale, right? So 95% of people live in the linear quadrant, and only 5% of the wealth hangs out there. Now, I don't know about you guys, but on the right-hand side is where most of us would dream of living and want to live. This is the make money while you sleep income stream. This is remove yourself from the equation. You're no longer the most important variable, income producing asset. This is the legacy money that comes around after you're gone. And that right-hand side of the quadrant, which we call legacy and leveraged pay, which I'm going to walk you through the difference here in a minute, attributes to 95% of the wealth, but only 5% of the population. And that's because it's really categorized for business owners and for investors. Most folks, like me, come into the workforce thinking, I've already got a degree, it's written in stone the direction I'm headed, I don't have investor knowledge, I don't have millions to invest in a business, and I'm too risk adverse to risk everything I have to start up a business because I know the odds are against me, right? How many of you feel that way, right? Many of you know there's an opportunity to create an asset, but you don't have the upfront investment, or you're not willing to make that risk, or we just don't have the knowledge to invest or play in the real estate game, right? But I'm here to inspire you that there is one equal playing field where no matter who you are, you can create an income producing asset for yourself. And it's called Isagenix. It's called network marketing. Okay. Obviously I'm biased to Isagenix because this is my story. This company has allowed me to pay off over $100,000 of college loan debt for my doctorate and allowed me to fire my boss to come home to do this part-time with full-time pay. So I'm partial to Isagenix, and that's what we're talking about tonight. So I want to drill down and say that Isagenix does have that linear pay. When you first get started and I coach people, we talk about how you're going to get that linear money for introducing people to the product, for introducing people to the business. That is transactional. Each person you introduce, the company's going to thank you and give you some introductory money. That is great. To me now, where I am in my business, it's icing on the top. What I want to really highlight for you guys tonight for the rest of the presentation is the asset piece. It's the retirement piece. It's the make money while you sleep piece. It's the I'm going to Australia with my family for 3 months and renting an Airbnb, and I will not be working on my business income. Okay. This is the profit share the company offers to you as you build out a business of mass consumers, and you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And what I hope to showcase to you on this residual side and leverage side on the right-hand quadrant is how you partner with your teammates in Isagenix to leverage a lot of people doing a little bit of work, a lot doing a little, to collectively create massive momentum where you're making a 6% profit share week over week over week because our products work. You saw Myava's testimonial. You saw my testimonial. When you have a product that's consumable, emotional, and results oriented, you have an 87% reorder rate. Okay. Now, when you do the math on that, if you've got an 87% reorder rate and the company's paying you a 6% profit share, as you grow out your organization of consumers, it becomes a very, very sizable paycheck. Now, some of you are saying, okay, how do I get started? You simply open a wholesale account, redirect your current spending in your household on some products that are going to help either drive some weight loss if you need it, enhance your performance, help you with your overall vitality and well-being, or maybe it's personal care and beauty. But at the end of the day, you're going to redirect some spending from your hard-earned money to some consumables that are going to drive results for you. And it's simply, like I said, just redirecting your spend. And then what do? You go on your own health and wellness journey. And for me, it's been a 5-year incredible journey through multiple pregnancies, peak performance. I have to tell you guys, yesterday I ran 7 miles. I'm 40. It's the furthest I've ever ran. Without a shadow of a doubt, it has everything to do with this product line and lifestyle with this company. Not only am I showing up the healthiest version of myself, it has set me free financially. It still to this day makes me kind of giggle. It's the best business model. And you write it off. You eat it and you write it off as the cost of doing business. So then you go on your journey and you ask yourself, who do I know? Who do I know that needs a health or wellness makeover, right? Who's put on the quarantine 15, right? Who hasn't been circling the pantry and drinking too much alcohol? Let's be honest. What about financial makeovers? Who do you know that's furloughed right now? Who do you know whose hours are being scaled back? Who do you know is looking for an opportunity to create a secondary income stream? And lastly, my favorite is, who do you just want to partner with? Who do you have fun with that you want to grow a business with, so that when you both retire and you can go to the beaches of Fiji, you're not going alone, right? So it's as simple as asking people to take a look. You join, you go on your own product journey. If you have a phone, that's all you need to grow this business. We have all the tools and resources to teach you how to send people tools, sift for interest, ask them if they want to take a look, and enroll them literally by sending a recommended cart to them, and they sign themselves up. And when you enroll 2 people with Isagenix, one on your right, one on your left, you rank advanced to our first leadership title called consultant. That, my friends, unleashes the profit sharing with our company, where we begin to pay you 6% profit share for the volume that runs through your business center collectively with the team that you have joined and the team that you will long-term create. It's a long game build. So I've got 2 more slides to share with you guys. I know it's 9:15 and I'm getting into the weeds of some numbers, but this is where the magic happens. I want to cast a vision for you guys. I want you to remember a minute ago what I said. To get started, you simply introduce 2 people. I came in, I introduced my husband, and I introduced my best friend Sadie, who's on the call tonight. Okay, I introduced them to the products. They went on their product journey. So did I. All 3 of us had phenomenal results. I'm open for business. I got referral bonuses for introducing them. And I also began to profit share immediately. I had joined a team who was also enrolling people on this journey. Remember I said we have 56 new people on our team this month? Those are all being put on this team, and the volume is running through our team collectively to profit share. So what does that look like? Let's run some numbers today. And Jim says, okay, I want to open for business. I'm going to bring in my 2 ride or dies. They may be friends, they may be family, they may be business partners. I recommend you go out and look for a couple of co-pilots that you want as your co-executives to grow and scale this business. But if there are 2 people that you love dearly, that you want to benefit tremendously from this business, you may want to place them first in your right and your left, whether they're business partners or not. You bring them in, you go consultant. You now have 2 people in your organization. But here's where the math gets fascinating. When Kelly and Greg, the right and the left, go do exactly what Jim just did and introduce 2 people themselves, and they go consultant and begin to profit share, they now have 4 people in their organization. Now, guess what? Those people that Kelly and Greg introduced, they want to profit share too. Who doesn't want to get some money back from the company for products that make them feel amazing? They're going to open their mouth and talk about it anyway. Might as well get a profit share from the company. So they go tell 2 people. Now you have 8 people in your organization. And the story unfolds. They go tell 2 people. Now you have 16 people in your organization. They all go tell 2 people. And the geometric progression begins to unfold to 32, 64, 128, 256. And so the story unfolds. And I want you to think back to what I talked about with the profit share piece and how you get 6% of the company's profit of the sales. I want to give you a really great example. I personally have enrolled about 250 people into Isagenix. I have 5,000 people in my downline. I've been with the company for 5 years. I didn't come in the beginning. I came in 5 years ago. Company's 18 years old. I have 5,000 people in my organization, and I get a 6% profit share on all the volume that runs through my business center. So what does that look like for someone who has 8,000 people in their business? At a 6% profit share, that breaks down to $49,000 a month. Guys, this is the income opportunity potential that we're talking about. The 2 things I really want to underscore here, tie in a bow and put a cherry on top, is I want to bring back to you on this slide the difference between linear pay, residual pay, and leveraged pay. Because I was aware of this when I got my doctorate in pharmacy school. The linear pay on this slide is when Jim introduces Kathy and Gary or Greg, whatever I call them, to the products. Jim's gonna get a referral bonus and a one-time thank you for introducing them to the products bonus. That's linear. Let's talk about leverage. The leverage happens when Kathy and Greg tell 2 friends, and their 2 friends tell their 2 friends, and their 2 friends tell their 2 friends, okay? This is when the leverage happens because, like I said in the beginning, Jim is in business for himself. Jim is not in business by himself. Where the leverage happened with me, where I've introduced it to 250 people and I have 5,000 people in my downline, that's leverage. It's been a group effort where we all benefit. Rising tides raise all ships. That's the leverage. Where I want to close tonight is the residual. Think about Jim up top. Think about me and my organization of 5,000. The residual piece is that I have 5,000 consumers in my business center who love and eat and consume at an 87% reorder rate every single month. That, my friends, is when you think about that one-hit wonder, that movie where people get royalties every time it's played, right? Where the money just continues to come while you sleep. That is residual income. You build it out once and you get paid a lifetime. Some of my biggest paychecks were when I didn't touch my business for 4 months while I was home with the baby. When I was on vacation on an island in Maine for a couple of weeks and didn't do anything, I was still getting paid. This is the vision I want to cast to you guys. You may love your careers. You may enjoy what you're doing. I enjoyed what I was doing, but I was sacrificing too much and I was putting all my eggs in one basket. I'm simply casting a vision to you that you can lock arms with this company that's in global growth right now in massive momentum and get your piece of this asset that's developing overnight at light speed. If we put 56 people in the hopper just this month with this one team, think about the power collectively of even 70 people on the line tonight who invite 10 people to an overview next Tuesday night. And think about the 700 people that could be in this business, right? That's the geometric progression that just gets me super giddy. So I'll close with this. If not now, when? When? There's really never been a better time to invest in yourself and invest in this business model. Get your health in tip-top shape. There is absolutely no risk and everything to gain. So I encourage all of you who came on the line tonight, if you've got questions, please do reach out to the person who invited you to the call tonight to learn more about the excitement of what's going on with this company right now that is slowly becoming a household name. And they'll be happy to address questions for you guys. We're so happy you came and took some time out of your day tonight or your evening. And Dr. Myava, again, smashed it. Thank you so much for your validation and your scientific overview at the beginning of this call. And we hope to see you guys as business partners next Tuesday with your guest on the line, driving your business and your asset. So with that, we'll wrap up. Thank you, guys.